can change it if you want.
I don't care. It's up to you.
I can live with it if you can.
Suit yourself.
In love with you. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you.
David Spade co-starred with Chris Farley in the 1995 comedy Tommy Boy. Spade rose to fame in his 6 years as a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Then, along with his movie roles, he co-starred on Just Shoot Me and Rules of Engagement.
Now he's taking fans behind the scenes in his new book, David Spade is Almost Interesting, the memoir. Good morning, David.
Almost interesting.
Almost interesting. Where did the idea come from? Why now?
During Just Shoot Me, we talked about doing a book, because a lot of comedians were doing books, like Tim Allen and maybe Seinfeld. And so I started it, but it was too hard. I had a ghostwriter then, and you tell them your life, and they give you their version. I thought, I'd rather just put in the work when I have time. And it took probably 8 months for the rough draft, and then they...
What was the hardest part for you in terms
tell me what parts are bad. Some parts were weird to think about again, like even growing up, and there's a couple things in there about my stepdad, so just to get a feel, dad left me, blah, blah, blah. Not to be a tearjerker, I just joke about it all. But then getting into my first time on Johnny Carson, the first show, recalling all that stuff, it really throws you back when you think about things that happen. And the stuff about Farley is a little tough to write about, but trying to think of the funner memories. And then any tentpole things in my life, getting attacked, my maid ripping me off. We had a sting operation going. My losing my virginity.
You pretty
stupid, yeah.
The assistant
going crazy in my house.
That was a tough chapter to read.
One of the things I was really struck by in this book was because you go through each of your SNL seasons, and one of the constant themes is how much pressure you felt all the time.
I mean, you watch the show and it's fun, and maybe you don't even want to know that part, but you just think, hey, I want these guys to be fun and happy because it's a fun show. But you forget that backstage, because you know your career hasn't happened yet, so you're trying every week to go, I don't want to get fired this week, and it's so easy, and everyone's so good. I'm in a little over my head here, and you got Mike Myers and Dana Carvey and Dennis Miller and Farley and Sandler and Chris Rock. When I look back, I'm like, how do you stand out?
You say a lot of people want to know more about your relationship with Chris Farley, and it was a difficult chapter to write. But what is it? What was it about that relationship? I know you mentioned in there that he was almost the jealous type at times, like you guys were husband and wife.
Yeah.
You were that close.
Except we slept in the same bed.
You want to make that clear.
We were like an old married couple, yeah. But I think we were very tight friends, and he clung on to me just because, and I clung on to him. We met right when he started SNL. So he sort of got really famous, and we were buddies, so he could trust me. And I'm sort of a quieter, not super clowny person, and sort of more based where he could rely on me a lot. And he could always go to me, and I would be a friend to him. And everyone else, some showbiz people are too scattered and nuts. And I was trying to just be focused. And I wasn't like a super partier or super crazy, so which he got mad about sometimes. But overall, he knew that we were genuinely buddies. And so that was that, you know, but when you do a movie with him and you fly back to the show and then the movie again in just 24 hours, of course we have our arguments, and they're so dumb, which is even funnier, like over candy bars and stuff. Like, you're just so on edge that you want to fight about anything. And then there was the good times, which Tommy Boy's always fun to watch, Black Sheep, he's even eating Coneheads. Everything he did was really, I just wish he could still do them. It'd be so fun.
Was the book therapeutic?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, I told my mom, she read it, because there's some where they're so dirty. I go, hey, Mom, how's the book so far?
But Mom looks pretty good in this book.
Mom was great.
Mom is the hero in this book.
Yeah.
Looking back, it was a nice to get out, even for whoever cares, that my mom really did a good job raising 3 boys.
Right.
You know, Andy went on to start Kate Spade, and Brian, my brother, works back in Arizona. To have 3 boys is a handful with a dad that didn't help at all. And so...
But you thank him in the end of the book, at the very end.
I said, thanks for running out on us so I'd be so screwed up I could do a book. Yes, that was his sort of dig, thank you.
Right.
And I haven't given him one yet, but I gave my mom one, and she's happy so far. She goes, tell me which parts to skim. I was like, chapter 4, 8, 12, 13. But she goes, she told my friend, she goes, I got through it. Ooh, couple little prickly parts there. Yeah, for a mom to read, it's got to be tough.
All right.
Yeah,
David
thank you.
Spade, thank you so much for joining us. The book, David Spade, almost interesting. It is on sale now.
Real stocking stuffer.